Um, hmm, I don't know. Screw it. Never mind. Not for the channel. This is for us, guys. This is for us. $427. Okay. Okay. Sounds fascinating. Well, it's good. At least he was happy. Hmm. Okay. All right. All right. First thing I need to do, I need to reduce this camera sensitivity. Let's go 3. Maybe even lower. Might as well increase the field of view. All right. Wait, there's an achievement? Wait, what? You think so? You might be right. Hold on. I could do that. Let me see. Where are they? They're there. There we go. You know what I forgot to do? Hold on. Wait. Oh, right. Hold on. Guess that's the downside to doing it that way. Screw it. There we go. I forgot that, okay. Okay. Looks like nobody's here. The door's like open. Are any of these doors open? They all look like they ran out in a hurry. Wait, 425, 426. Wasn't I 427? Why is those... These numbers just like jump all over the place. That is so weird. Okay. Why does it sound like I'm typing on a keyboard? B3. What the fuck? Just to admire it. 4B9. Ooh, actually. Why does everything sound like I'm typing on a keyboard? You would have gone through the door on the right as well. I mean... Ooh. Right. Well, I mean, they're very nice paintings. Look at that. I mean, it's classic. You know, the leaves with the water on it. Yeah. Hey, you know what? Interesting. I do appreciate that they keep closing doors behind me. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it's in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, $5,000. Okay. What's down there, though? Wait, is that a door to the outside? Sorry. Damn it! Oh, that was great. Okay, alright. Alright, let's go to the meeting room. Push for funding for research and development of new coffee machine. Yeah. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Wait. Standardized graphs 40x wide. What? Not cost efficient. Yeah, I would assume so. The future was yesterday. Tomorrow is now. What? Get Chris out of the broom closet. Ongoing. Yeah. Hire someone to synergize papers. Papers are too synergized. Fire paper guy. Hire somebody to fire the paper synergizing guy. Who moved my desk? Please keep the targets on the topic of tomorrow. Complete today's unfinished agenda items. Write next day's agenda. Reflect. Employee 417, 405, 491, 416, 431 in gym. Rate of increase in graphs per slide. Please, no more charts, please. I'm begging. Boss appreciation minute. On your boss appreciation minute worksite, circle the top 20 things you love most about your boss. What is hot? Profits, profits. Like yourself, but more inclined towards conflict, unless you're the kind of person who initiates conflict. Why did we hire you? Remember that it takes two people to start a fight, and right now you're both of them. Bi-quarterly post-review review. We need reviews. Wait, what does that say? We need less reviews? I'm not even sure. 402 and 405 want to get rid of the death sport portion in the primary review schedule. I don't know, but I think that's a stupid idea. More water coolers, more water cooler heaters. Charts need to be more hip to appeal to teenage demographic. Find teenagers to put in teenage demographic. Big net, some sort of child trap? What? Space between the teenagers. Throw something in the ideas bin. No more bins. Trash cans. Renaming of the idea bin. Firing of me. Ideas bin. Okay, okay. Synergized core value expended. You know, this is all very... But it's the only door that's open so far. Like, it's got to be... I mean, you say that, but again, it was literally the only door that opened. Sweet fuck all. Love it. Yeah. I'll get there. I mean, it's a really nice broom closet, though. Just want to see how far this can go with this. I mean, kinda. I love the one. I mean, I find it concerning. Oh, this is definitely drug money. Facts. Facts. Makes sense. He might have a point. Alright, I want to see if he goes on. Honestly, the buzzing is the most annoying thing in this room. I just want to see if... Oh, no. Really? Oh, damn it. Hold on. No, it's not silent. There you go. Alright, I don't think he's saying anything.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I get coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I mean, it's red downstairs. I completely forgot about that, and I'm sorry. At least it had the subtitles. But yeah, you missed. I want to see what's down here in the red. Nah, let's go upstairs. You know what? Screw it. Let's go to the car.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He
the
might
red
be
light
fired
district.
for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all.
But the hookers are gone like everyone else.
Any logical sense.
Right?
And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him?
I've been wondering
wherever
that
he
one.
went?
The doors.
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeated?
Wait a minute.
No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real.
Oh, no,
And at
there we go.
last,
Wait.
he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
It is a fair question.
Now
actually, you know what I'm wondering is how the hell this car got in here.
By Stanley,
I'm
who
assuming
found
it
it
had to come down
particularly
here.
strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself?
He's probably
Believing that
asleep at
if
his
he's
desk.
asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control.
Well, the fact that I keep
was a
seeing the
dream.
same car.
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over.
I am through.
Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my
Stanley's
dog.
got a wife. Okay.
All I want is my life.
Well, that's more
exactly
more
the
information
way
than
it's
we had a
always
minute
been.
ago.
My life is
I feel
normal.
like I need to grab my hoodie.
I am normal.
Ooh.
Everything will be fine.
Oh, 420. Cheers.
I am okay.
God damn it.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Of course.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Wait, what?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
Wait, what?
And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew.
Obviously.
Everyone knows what crazy people are. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. Then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body.
I guess I should have gone up to the...
turned and ran.
I guess I should have gone to the boss's office, huh? I guess that was the end of that run. Yep. Alright, well, that's one of the endings.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I guess this
Stanley
time...
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm gonna take the door to the right again.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it
I want to
perfectly
not
well.
jump off the
Perhaps he
the
wanted to
platform
stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
It's very nice.
Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Not that one, though.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact...
No!
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley left from the platform
that there's
and
no
plunged
jump.
to his death.
And that's on me.
Good job, Stanley.
That
Everyone
was
thinks you
entirely
are
on me.
very powerful.
Alright. Damn it. Let's try that again. You know what there also is not? Is there's no sprint, I don't think. There's gonna be... I know there's a jump at some point. Oh, auto walk. Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, okay. So it's not auto walk. You hold down the... Right, Sim?
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first.
No, this shit is hilarious. Exactly. That's why I wanted to play it. Because I knew I've seen bits and pieces of it. But I know there's a bunch of different endings you can get.
So deeply and so personally, just but eager to get back to business.
Yeah, I've
Stanley
seen a couple of the other people I follow on
left.
Twitch streaming it. I'm not going through that dark ass room. All right, so let's try to do this without
Stanley was
dying
so
this
bad
time.
at following directions. It's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
See, I was trying to jump over to the walkway there because I want to go down that way.
I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot.
There's a bunch of open doors over there.
I'm not your enemy, really.
Ooh.
I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone... What? Really?
There we go.
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Kinda.
Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
All right, what you got? Ah, damn it. Wait. I swear to God, if I get the crazy ending again, I'm gonna...
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Alright, what do you guys think? Hold on. How do I do... That's not helpful. How do I do the pole? Oh, there we go. Ooh. Alright, there we go. He said for sure you can trust him. Alright, I'm gonna let you guys vote real quick. Red for sure. He said you could. I mean, he did say he wanted to show me something, what was it, beautiful, he said, right? I think that's what he said. Like, he is the narrator, right? We should be able to trust him? I would think. This shit. Yeah, this game is hilarious. I'm having a lot of fun with it. And this might be something that we come back for sure to play. I don't think I'm going to put it on YouTube, but... Alright, so both of them have turns, so you can't really see where it goes. Okay. What about this door? Can we open this door? No. We cannot. Alright, let's see what we got. Red for sure. Alright, red door it is.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. You see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time. The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now.
Wait a minute.
Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop.
Where's the...
We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution.
Putting this into a box?
Let me show you.
Oh, I don't know about that. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What the fuck? It's the same door. No. Damn it.
What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
I mean...
If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Me too, Mr. Narrator. It's very pretty. Alright, let's go.
No, wait. Where are you going?
I don't want to stay there. That's boring there. Whoa. Okay, hold on. I didn't realize it did more stuff.
Where were we?
What? Oh, that's nice. It is nice. It's very pretty. I'm curious if he says more stuff. Alright, that's boring. It's pretty lights, but let's go. Wait, where are you going?
Oh no! Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
No, we'll lose the trust we've built in each other.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Wait a minute.
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Oh, shit. Well, we have like two options. It's stay in the dark or die and start over. Here we go.
No!
Oh, Jesus
Thank
Christ.
God.
God damn it.
You lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, no. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this? Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
Go back to the room? Alright, fine. I noticed I'm moving a bit slower. Honestly.
Yes, perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about. I know you'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
I was gonna try to jump off the other side, but it won't let me. I will say I noticed that each time I jumped off, I would move back. I would move a bit slower. So I have a feeling like if I jumped off one more time, it would kill me. Although I might be wrong about that, honestly. I mean, it's a pretty room. All the stars have disappeared. Oh, okay. Oh, right, okay. All right, let's go jump again.
No, perhaps not.
No. Perhaps not. Yeah, I'm thinking that I do have to jump one more time.
My God. Is this really how much you dislike my game?
No, it's
You'll
how
throw
much...
yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly? Maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask.
Well, I'm sorry, but I don't want to hang out in the black room.
You wanted to make a choice after all.
Well, that is the name of the game.
This one is yours.
Wow. Everything still sounds like a keyboard. Alright, let's try one more time.
Is it over?
There we go.
It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Wow. Okay. I love this game.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, let's go to the door on the left. We'll go through the conference room.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
We did the, Oh. Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the bosses suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose. Oh, fun. Am I typing on the toilet? I wonder how long it takes if you just follow everything the narrator says. I assume it's probably not that long, honestly. What's going on, Promise? How you doing? How's your night? Oh, shit. Wasn't expecting that. Alright, let's go to the boss's office then.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this.
Ooh.
What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him.
Ooh.
And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
Oh, thanks.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Right.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad,
Whoa.
Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
By sheer luck.
Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
I guess that's the only way. Okay. Alright. Let's see where this goes.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
All right. Well, let's go find out.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I'm sorry. Said what now? All right. Oh, really? You can do additional votes by like you can either set up people do bits or just by like channel points, but I don't need that. I don't even want it for. Oh, I guess that's the minimum is 1 minute. All right, let's see. Which door? Mind control facility or the escape option? I'm kidding. All right, so we see a computer that way. We see a computer that way. A mist-shrouded hallway that way. Make your choices now, guys. Make your choices now. Mind control facility or escape. I honestly am not sure on this one. I haven't gotten this far in a playthrough yet, so let us see. I'm gonna hit this while you guys figure that out. All right, mind control facility it is. Let's go. Yes. So this is my dab pen. That's why I cough so much when I hit this, because this isn't just like nicotine, because I don't smoke cigarettes or any of that anymore. It just, yeah, so that's why I cough so much. It has always made me cough, be it in any form, it always makes me cough. Alright, so I guess we're hitting the button.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Okay. Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Sure. I mean, we can't really go backwards, so yeah. Okay. Guess it's just a big button.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
Oh,
each bore the number of an employee in the building.
Shit.
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant
427 is right there. Well, that's my desk, but yeah, I'm not there, obviously. Okay. Interesting. I guess.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
I mean, it sounds plausible, honestly.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life
just following
utterly
the narrator
blind to the
like
world?
We went into the mind control facility.
Here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad
offline.
or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
I like the colored lights. Those are pretty. I'm assuming we're supposed to be going into facility power. I am also thinking that they have to be pushed in order, right? There's 3. 1. Hola.
Hola.
What's going on, Mr. Man? 3. Chilling. Chilling like a villain. Yeah, well, we've got some food, so it's a good spot to be. What the hell is number 4?
What are you playing?
Stanley Parable now. Played about an hour of, well, we played like 3 hours of Apex. We played about an hour of Binding of Isaac.
What time you going until?
7-ish, maybe more, depending. I never found number 4. I found 1, 2, and 3 up a ramp near 1. Oh, maybe. Oh, there it is. Yeah. No, up there. I see it. I bet that's got to be 4, right?
Has Jimmy played it?
I don't think so. Jimmy, you haven't played this yet, have you? Yeah, there's one up there, up near where I started. No, that's where I started. Wait, I can't even get up there. Can't even see anything. But I think there's a gate in the way. Huh. Yeah, so there's like a gate thing kind of blocking me. Well, damn, okay. He has not. Alright, well, I guess never mind the buttons for now. Let's go see what's through here, since we can't get to number 4. Mind control idle, awaiting input.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
I'm assuming we're supposed to be hitting off, but it's already off, isn't it? Is it? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Do we want to go on or off? Let's go on.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control
Jimmy.
of the
Next time
machine
we'll do
for
off.
yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Loading mind control system.
Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent,
This is probably where the buttons come in.
Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going.
I think
what
I get
all
the
this means. I
Yeah.
barely know where to start.
No, we'll get it.
What's
We'll get
that?
it.
You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated.
Did it do anything? No.
All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
Wait, where was 3
Other
again?
times,
Shit,
I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better.
Not too bad.
My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so
Run,
much.
Stanley, run.
You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off?
Wait, there's a door that's open over here. I guess we could just
Running
leave.
from button to button,
Oh, you bastard.
screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones, or maybe this big red button, or this door.
Wait, what big red
Everything,
button?
anything, something here will save me.
Where's the big red
Why would you
button?
think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Sold? Do you have any idea what your
Try to
purpose in
turn
this
it off.
place
Let's see
is?
if we can turn the machine off then.
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death.
Okay.
You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail body, or will
Screw
you let
it.
it go peacefully?
Let's go, bitch.
Another choice.
Take me out. Let's start
Make
over
it
again.
count. Or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
That was great. Was that the ending? Yeah, it was. It was, right? Yes, it was. All right. All right, let me think. Oh, so we were gonna go turn it
All his
off. All right,
co-workers were gone.
let's go turn it
What
off the
could it
machine this
mean?
time.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This game is fun. We've gotten the crazy ending. I've gotten that ending. I've gotten the death ending a couple of times.
When Stanley came to a set of two open
all right.
doors,
Go
he
left.
entered the
We're gonna go
door
up
on
to
his
the
left.
we're gonna go up to the boss's office again.
Yet
Oh, you
there
know
was
what?
not a
There is one
single
other place
person
we
here
can go. Hold
either.
on. Oh, it's back the other
Feeling
way
a
though.
wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
I forgot,
Climbed to a
because-
staircase,
I don't
Stanley
know.
walked
Honestly, I'm not
upstairs
sure.
to his boss's office.
That's a good question. Oh, I wonder what's through here. I remember there was something through this way too. There's an elevator. Okay. Interesting. Yes. I'm not sure what the achievements are for this game, honestly. Charlie in the Great Glass Elevator ending. Now, yes, sorry. Interesting. So that goes literally nowhere then. Alright, so we're gonna go back through here, and I don't remember.
Stepping into his manager's
Shit,
office,
it was two,
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication
5,
of any
7, 8.
human life.
No.
What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud.
He says
to
it.
nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had
That elevator
assigned
was
an extra
definitely broken.
secret pin number, 2845.
That's it. 2,
But of course,
8,
Stanley
4,
couldn't
5.
possibly have known this.
5.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
All right.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Alright, so we're gonna turn the machine off this time. Oh, you know what? We also got the escape door too. We never did take the escape way. Well, let's try doing what.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read
Yeah, see
Mind
that way, the
Control
escape
Facility.
hallway. Well, let's do this first, though. I want to see if we follow the narrator, what he actually wants us to do. I want to see where it takes us.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have
I
the
feel like
strength to find
This is
out?
not the most efficient means of like creating catwalks. I feel like having them have to like rise up like that is really just not energy efficient.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's
that said
co-workers.
fired over there.
The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility,
Yeah, kill
it
this
was
shit.
too
Let's do it.
horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
I'm really feeling personally attacked. On
He
this one.
refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content.
All right, so now we're gonna
Walking,
Yo,
eating,
there's
working,
Kazuka.
all of it monitored and commanded from
Ooh-wee.
this very place. And as the
All right,
cold
let's turn this
reality of
shit
his
off this
past
time.
began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Is that the end?
Blackness and a rising
Cowley.
chill of
Cowley.
uncertainty. Was it over?
No.
Yes.
Oh.
He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere
Still
moments
under my
away.
command, honestly.
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking. but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Maybe I don't have a jump. I don't have
Stanley
jump.
felt the cool breeze
I
upon
want to
his
look
skin.
back and see where the hell
The
I
feeling
was.
of liberation. The immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
I assume that's the official ending. Beat the game. Yeah, got your fish achievement. Okay. Huh. Okay. Wait. So after all that, I've only gotten the one achievement? Huh. Okay.
When Stanley
this
came
time
to
we're
a
going
set
this
of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew
We're going
it
back this
perfectly
way
well.
again.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by
There's
the
a couple of
employee
branches
lounge
from
first,
this way.
just to admire
Oh, there's still
it.
the other one from the other way too, though.
Standing
the one
now in this incredible
the
room,
escape room.
Stanley for the first, but eager to get
So
back
this
to
one,
business,
there's two
Stanley
different
took
ways
the
I
first
still
open
need
door
to
on his
go.
left.
There's this way, but I want to go and follow this one the rest of the way. Oh, there's
Stanley
still
was
more
so
this
bad
way
at
too.
following
Remember,
directions,
there was
it's
the blue
incredible
door.
He wasn't 5 years
There was
ago.
the blue door this way. Through that
Stanley,
way.
I think
And
perhaps
I
we've
want to
gotten
go up
off on
here
the
though. I
wrong
want to see
foot
what this
here.
is.
I'm not your enemy, really.
I've
I'm
died
not.
enough times in this room.
I
don't
realize
need
that
to die
investing in
anymore.
your
I want
trust
to try
in
to get out
someone
that
else
door
can be
down there, but it
difficult.
doesn't go
But the
that
fact
way.
is
so.
that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting.
Actually, you
Stanley.
know what? I kind of want to go blue
Someone
door.
you've... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are
Clearly.
you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Clearly.
Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Okay.
Give me a chance.
Like-
Now listen carefully.
Now
This
we
is
did the red
important.
door.
Stanley walked through the red door.
This time we're going blue door.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
So you said blue door, right?
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Oh, it got real quiet.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map
It's over there,
because you
though.
were never supposed to be here in the first place.
But yeah,
Broken
but
rooms,
what's over there?
exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Wall
Do you not think I put a lot of time into
128.128.
that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing.
Can I
because
go over
this
there,
is what
though?
you wanted to see. Help me here,
You got rid of
Stanley.
the
Help
door. No, you moved
elucidate
it
the
behind me.
strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work
There's
with
another
me. You've given me
platform over there.
absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before.
Ooh.
Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna do another poll this time. All right. Which door? Left, right, or middle? You know, there's something off about. Hold on. Are the left and middle doors still colored? No, they're not. They're just white now. I will say that the one on the right now definitely has a different look to it, and it's got the untextured hallway too. I like the office space ceiling light. Interesting. Gotta go with the new doors? Yeah, I don't know. I'm curious. See, I wonder if these are the same 2 doors from the first set of doors. Because remember, there was the first set of doors where it was like go to the conference room and then it would go to the employee lounge. I think is what it was. I don't know. Interesting. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. All right, so let's see. Door on the right. All right, let's see.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now,
Please
tell
rate
me
your
about your
experience.
experience
1, 2, 3,
with this
4,
new
5.
version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Yes.
Okay, so we're getting somewhere. Clearly there's something here that speaks to
I like
you.
the extra choice,
If I can
you
be
know?
honest here, I really don't have any idea where I'm going with this. This whole third door thing was just a stab in the dark. But I guess
appreciate
you're
him
into it,
branching out into
let's keep
different
this
stuff,
party
you know?
train rolling. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one.
Okay.
Let's take a
Okay,
look.
Let's take a look, yeah. Worldwide leaderboard. A leaderboard? What? Okay, I'm feeling it. Good old Neil is offline. Skid is offline. Nicho Nacho. Vola. Hogarth. Wait, everybody's offline. Wait, what did that say? 21.3% of players skipped the intro sequence. Only the worst 3% of players chose the blue door. 98.9% of players are men named Stanley. Convenience to others to improve your Stanley Parable career. This is you. 9,328 out of 9,328. 194,000 doors attempted. That's a lot of steps. 18,000 endings achieved. 98.9% of players are more attractive than Stanley. Okay, so do we want to do the a dead rat? This is your superior, a dead rat. I appreciate that. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go with the right door again, just to see if they change something. Oh.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Honestly, I don't think the
Hey,
leaderboard
I nearly
really
forgot.
did.
I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Oh, sure. Oh.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family
leaderboard,
life.
right?
I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Alright, fuck that baby.
You heartless bastard. Did
Turn
you do it
quickly.
because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
I mean,
because if it's the latter, well, I
little
don't know what
column A,
to do. I'm
little
completely
column
out
B.
of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot. Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley?
You know, I
What's our
recognize
backstory?
this game,
What is our
too.
motivation?
That's
It
hilarious.
seems obvious to me that
Isn't
you
this
are
like
meant to play as a
Firewatch or
creepy
something
man,
like that?
spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love
well, let me open
everything
any
about this game,
doors.
Stanley.
Yeah,
And
I think it
seems
might
there's
be.
even
It
more.
looks like it, doesn't
Come,
it?
let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Yeah, let's. I'm almost positive this is Firewatch. He did say let's play somebody else's game of the propane tanks. That seems safe. That's hilarious. Holy shit. I'm glad I wasn't the only person that recognized it, too. This is insane.
No, it can't be.
What?
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly, block it off.
Hey, no, what the?
Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley.
Wait, there's a gap over there.
Okay,
There's a
I'm
gap.
going to get
Hold
us
on.
out of here.
Hold
Let's
on.
find another game.
No,
Preferably
there's a
something
gap in the
new.
there's a gap in the wall.
Something
no,
with
stop.
nice,
No,
big,
no.
insurmountable walls.
Oh man, tiny
I
ass
think
gap.
this will be just the thing.
Damn it! What the hell?
Wonderful.
It's
See,
Rocket
this is
League.
exactly
What
what I
the
had in
fuck?
mind. Just a nice big box
Oh,
for you
shit.
to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get
This is
lost here.
fucking
Now,
hilarious.
this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
This is fucking great.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports
Ooh,
ball.
sports
Oh, what
ball.
fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together.
Run into a net. Oh,
I
good
think
call.
surely
Good call.
we must.
Okay.
Okay, Stanley, here's the ball.
Ah,
Have fun.
Wait. Oh. Let's see if we can score. Oh my god, this is amazing. I wish there was a run. Yeah, no, they did a really good job on this one.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Stanley, I have a thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely...
Oh.
Hold on. What are you doing?
Oh, shit. Oh, Jesus.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't
Wait, what?
help you.
Oh, shit.
How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Oh, shit. Okay, looks like we're moving on. Oh, it's so quiet without the narrator. Now, this has like a horror game feeling to it. Oh, okay, I guess that's a dead end. Wait, this is... Oh, this is... Okay, that's where I came in. Where does this go, then? Oh. Just loops around. So lonely feeling, right? Well, I've so far, I'm trying to like keep track of which endings I've gotten that I can remember at least. We've only gotten a few of them. There's a lot of different endings though in the game from what I understand. Oh, that's different. Okay. Wait a minute. Damn it. Yeah, definitely lonely feeling. Wait. That's my office. Huh. It's so quiet. Oh.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world.
Okay.
Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way.
Oh, man.
Once this ends, after it all comes to a close...
This game is a lot of fun.
Back. The end will be here soon. Very soon.
I love the narrator.
I can wait.
I can do this all day. Okay. Okay. So we'll call that the Rocket League ending. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Let's
Stanley
try
decided
the
to go to the
let's
meeting.
try the escape.
Perhaps
the
he had
escape
simply missed a
hall.
memo.
We haven't done that one yet. New content.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
New content, guys. We love new content around here.
Hello, and thank you for
Jesus
playing
Christ.
the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
That is the one that we're currently playing.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the
More
Stanley
game.
Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
Okay.
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await
this is
in
why I
the
wouldn't be able to keep
Stanley
track.
Parable
No, I understand.
Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Me too.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure. Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, here
there
we
we
go.
go.
All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Let's go. Hell yeah. New content.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious.
Mostly
It's as if
yes.
Oh, okay. Let's see the content.
let's see
Give
the
me the
content.
content, Stanley. All right. All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Okay. Would it be the first broken elevator? No. Wouldn't it be the first broken elevator in this game at
Is
all?
that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
Okay, well, we got to use up all of our jumps, right? There it is, guys. Last jump. Wow. It's really just overwhelming. All of it, really. Is that it? Just the jump circle?
Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just
Well, see,
elevators and
Steam has
Is this what passes
has
for
a different
exciting
idea
new
on that one.
content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new
Oh my
content
God,
right there.
hearing the
Hell,
narrator
I could count to
for
30
the
trillion.
dictionary?
You could put that on
Yeah.
the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And if... Oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
The clock's wrong.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault,
I was checking
Stanley.
because at the very beginning it
I
had
built up
you
too
set
much
the
anticipation
time.
around
So
the
I
new content, I'm
assumed
afraid.
it would be the
It could
same
never have lived
time,
up to
but
such expectations.
apparently not so
If you're
much.
still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks.
No
Just
jump
you and me
circle.
having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Sure. Oh, gotta love... Wait a minute. Oh, this is different. Oh, I don't like that. I missed my hallway. I missed that. That's the door. What is this?
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Oh. He rope-a-doped you, right? Alright, let's go through the vent. Why is there a... No, whatever. Oops.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about it.
Yeah, right?
And how much better the Stanley Parable used to
I was
be.
wondering if you were starting
So
a different
I
place
made
every
something
time.
special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret.
Not entirely. Most of the time you were starting in the same office and just taking different branches. This is the first time that it has started me off in a different location. That was way more sad. Whoa. Whoa.
I call it the Memory Zone.
Okay.
It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
The Memory Zone.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it
Audience
was
award.
sullied with a cheap
Nice.
re-release? Remember back in October of
British
2014,
Academy.
when the game
The
originally
tape with the
launched?
Stanley Parable.
Back
That's
then,
great.
video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant
Ah,
something.
2013.
Oh, the waste.
Don't forget. The greatest wealth is memory. See, now this one says 10:13. The clock on the wall said 11 whatever, and it's actually 12 whatever. Our first kiss, my first car, the release of the Stanley Parable in 2013. Is that Stanley? Wait. Isn't that the picture of the mind control facility? What everyone's saying. Smile because it happened. I love it. Okay. Unachievable. It is impossible to get this achievement. Go outside. Don't play for 5 years. I love the commentary on the current gaming era. The current gaming era we're in. Absolutely. Oh, straight up. New video game released in a day. Creators surprisingly down to earth. Colleges show uneven effort to enroll poor. Rutgers goes from scandal to new crisis. Deals tough choices. Okay. In loving memory, little Stanley. Wait, is that a gerbil? Looks like a gerbil. It's a nice area. Oh, I can't even sit down in the bench? Okay, whatever. Psh.
Je suis dans la mémorise sur la pluie.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James
Destructoid.
Stephanie
Yeah,
Sterling
yeah.
writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games
You're right, Jimmy,
end up
sorry.
less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley?
Every game ever created, yeah.
That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Well, and there was the elevator music too. You can't forget that. It was very important. Oh, door's open. All right, cool. What's down here? Memory zone maintenance. Apparently, it's locked. Interesting period of games, right? The original remake. Person of the Year, Stanley. I want to push the happy button up there.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a
Beautiful
richly
textures.
stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone. To
Yeah.
spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Isn't that the way I just came?
These were simpler times, Stanley.
Oh, I guess the maintenance.
But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a
Steam
collection of
reviews.
reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's being collected down here. Surely these reviews are
Oh
clearly
my
well
God!
rated.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
That's fair. That's a fair point. Okay, I guess we gotta go through here. Oh wait. Oh, right.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I?
I
You
mean,
can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness.
maybe a
This
little
is
bit.
actually quite shocking for me. I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Dear, what an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered. What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
I only noticed that when I'm like really
A
racing
skip
through.
button. Well, yes.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Okay.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a
12:30
button,
right now.
you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the... Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto.
His manifesto. Love
Look,
it.
I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think. Okay, so my theory is... Well, there's sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any
The
means.
door
but-
disappeared.
Well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here? Where did the door go?
saying.
Wasn't there a door that led into this room? I do feel quite certain...
Yep.
Stanley, please don't push
12
the
hours,
button
Jesus
again. It's
Christ.
been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely...
Okay, it's 12
Oh,
hours, so...
Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley,
The plant's
I
dead.
think it's been a week.
Oh, Jesus.
Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time, just sitting here, not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking?
I'm
It isn't,
guessing
Stanley.
so.
It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed, Stanley. Not the outcomes, not the story. None of that matters anymore. I'll give it all up. I'll give up every branching path. I'll burn my story to the ground. One single thing I need, and God, I can see now that I need it more than anything, is to know that someone else is taking it in. These words that I'm saying, I need to know you can hear me. Because maybe, Stanley, maybe, if you can hear me, then maybe it means I'm real. Maybe I'm not just a fiction. Was I scared of that? Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time, I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret.
Is the narrator dead now? How long has it been? Okay. That's annoying. Okay. Oh, the clock fell down.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs down.
Keep doing that sweep around the room just to see if anything else has changed. And apparently the answer to that is no. Okay.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
I think the narrator is losing his fucking mind.
End is never the end, 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 is
Oh. There's a lot of leakage going on here. I'm feeling like that's... Yeah, I don't think that was... Don't think that was happening before. I feel like that's going to come into play after we hit the skip this time. We're going to be like underwater or something, right? Whoa! Oh, okay, I guess that makes more sense. The ceiling collapsed because of, I'm assuming, from the water. Yeah, the pipe's all broken and shit. Okay. Well, I can't jump, so, okay. Interesting. Oh. That's new. Huh. Wonder what happened to the narrator. I assume he died. Alright, well, let's hit it again. Oh, shit. How far are we skipping? Like, we were at a year like 4 or 5 skips ago, and I feel like we're doing... Gotta be going more, right? What the hell? What happened to the trees? What are the plants? Okay. Life finds a way, right? I don't know what that sound is until not, yeah. I don't know what that sound was, but I want to... Whoa. What the fuck? What the fuck? Can I skip? No. Okay. I wasn't expecting a desert. walk up it. Huh. Well, I guess, let's go this way? Actually, let's go, oh. This game is super trippy. Oh. Game over. We'll call that the skip ending. I don't even remember how the fuck we go. Oh, because we went through the new content. That's right.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Okay.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
New content. Alright, we'll come back to the new content.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I still want to check.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire
content.
it.
I'm going to
Stanley
visit that
felt
spot next
lightheaded,
time.
butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a way he had never known before. Was it this room? A connection between the two? Could a man love a room? I mean, truly, truly, deeply, madly love.
I do love this room, but not that much.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Kazuka. I still want to go up there.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay, so I've gone through the multiple ways down.
Look, Stanley,
that
I
way.
think perhaps we've
Well,
gotten off on the wrong foot.
Yeah, that was the red
here.
and the blue door.
I'm not your
I'm gonna go up
enemy,
here.
I'm
I'm
not.
gonna go find out what's
I
up here.
realize that
finally.
investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
No, I get
There's
that.
someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Is it you?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into
Right?
your life. She's been waiting.
Who the hell is she? Oh, Jesus.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can...
Okay.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you
Maybe.
waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
I mean, they did mention.
All right. Okay, there we go.
They said they did mention
All
a
right,
wife
now,
at one
I want you
point.
to come in and tell me all about your
Gotcha! Oh, come
What's
on.
that?
The whole part was
Did
like,
you
super
actually
creepy
think you
and
had a
dark.
loving
Yes.
wife?
The whole
They'd
super
want to
dark.
commit
There
their
was a
life
whole.
to you.
Yeah, that one got
I'm
real
trying to make
weird.
a point
Yeah.
here, Stanley.
I liked it.
I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going
This
on
game
here.
is fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, I
Love
definitely
it.
am probably gonna get it at some point.
Oh, Jesus.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Good morning. Plus you on your keyboard.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Please plus C. Oh my God, I am Stanley.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now
This is
he's
Stanley's
pushing
job.
buttons.
Pushing it up,
Now
sitting at his
he's getting
desk
lunch.
on a
Now
computer,
he's going
pushing the
home.
buttons that the computer
Now
tells him to push.
He's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Son of a bitch.
But in his mind, in his mind, he can go on
God damn it.
fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Press O to watch TV. There's not even a TV in here. There's a microwave.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth.
Makes sense.
The thought excited him terribly.
Press F to spend time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Got Monday and Tuesday off, so don't wake me up. Don't wake me up.
Press C to prepare dinner.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Press G to tell your kids a story.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be?
Surely.
Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Please press K to tell your wife you love her.
But there is no answer.
Oh, Jesus.
How
She's
could
not
there
even here.
possibly be? In reality,
I'm
all
back
he's
in my
doing
office.
is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The
Yeah.
longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one.
Please press G to go to sleep.
And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world, he can never be anything but an observer.
Oh, yeah, no,
That
next
as
time
long
we'll
as
do
he
new
remains
content.
here, he's slowly
There's also,
killing himself.
by the mind control
He won't
area,
listen
there
to
was
me.
an escape
He won't
tunnel or
stop.
escape
Here,
hallway.
watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Oh, you know I'm pushing the button now. Please press P to be at work in the morning.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Please press V to question nothing.
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must.
You actually had
Perhaps.
a few decent
Well,
games.
maybe
today,
this
but
time he'll
Won
see.
the second one.
Maybe this time.
Had a few.
And I tried again.
Please die.
Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
We're going back to the beginning? Yes, we are. Alright. Let's go see the new
All of his
content.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
New content.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
What'd you do? Oh. Okay. Well, now, I'm pretty sure this is where we were before. Okay. Well, what are you trying to show me,
You
Mr.
see,
Nerd?
Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy.
desert?
So
That one was
forget
so
this
weird.
ultra deluxe nonsense. I say
I mean,
we
I
take
assume
it
at that point,
one
yeah,
step
'cause
even further. Which is why
Yeah, 'cause by the
I'm
third
very
or
proud
fourth
to
time, it
announce
was
for
already
the
in a
first
year.
time ever,
So, yeah.
the Stanley Parable
Stanley Parable 2. Okay. Okay. The end is never the end again.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions.
Taste the
This
sequel.
is what fans
Kinda
have
like
truly been asking for.
I can see that. This one's been really good so far. I can really...
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
They're back. 2 doors. Oh my god. More Stanley Parable. Better Stanley Parable. Win-win. Sequential mindshare. Paradigm shift. Synergy. Brick and mortar approach. This is all very, very businessy. They're all buzzwords. Or phrases.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for
design
it.
pitch break.
I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
This way to the show floor. Well, what about, what's this way, though? Can't go, just not allowed to go that way at all. Okay, okay. I like the bus. It doesn't do anything. Can I sit down? No. Apparently we just gotta go up the stairs, and that's really all we're allowed to do. Okay. Alright.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the
reassurance bucket. Exclusive. The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. What? Hear your name in the game? Oh. Hold on. That's amazing. Enjoy the new features. I gotta check that one out. Please, no screenshots. A whole new office. Red is the new orange. The new updated ray traced more of the same but in a good way sequel to the first. New features, new content, new ideas. Collectibles. Hey, it's an exit. Free, new and easy achievement. Infinite hole. Oh, I know we're gonna go to the infinite hole. Hold on. I want to check out the name one though first. Hold on. I want them to say my name in the game.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really
Too
want?
big, too
And of
small,
course,
very
the
small.
first and
That's way
most
too small.
obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
Yeah.
I want you
Win
to
for
imagine
me.
yourself
Yes.
living as Jim.
Jim.
Whoa, hold on. I wasn't finished setting up the backstory. If you don't properly roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand the impact of this button. Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says somebody else's name. Okay, we're doing it again, and this time let me finish first.
All right.
Now, allow yourself to become Jim.
I am
Imagine yourself driving to work as Jim, playing frisbee on the weekends as Jim, staying up all night for a popcorn and horror movie sleepover as Jim.
Yes.
Developing a crippling substance addiction as Jim.
I
Rediscovering
believe you mean-
yourself
oh,
through
Jimmy,
fringe
yes, Jim.
religious groups as Jim. And finally, dying a slow death at an old age, surrounded by members of your cult as Jim. Do you feel it in your soul? Are you really, truly Jim right now?
I guess.
If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Can I press the button now? Are you done?
Jim.
Yes,
sounds
you
fine,
see?
right?
What a thrill, what a rush. That was you. The button described you. Do it again, do it again.
Jim.
It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Okay. So now what? Jim. The Cult of Jim. Alright.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
That is true. That would, Alright, let's check out the reassurance bucket. Wait, what's this?
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Get well someday.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
Asshole. Why ask? I should have picked the other one. God damn, this is hideous. I don't like those.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No. No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Okay. Alright, so now which one was the infinite hole? Is that... Oh, it's this way. Okay. Let's go check out the infinite hole. Jim agrees. Two Jims. Two Jims up. Wait. Time, depth. Hole like infinity. Space like infinity. Time like infinity. Okay. That makes no sense. Depth, infinite, rim, surrounding area. Gotcha. Okay. Infinite hole chart. Hole, depth, space, more hole, infinity, falling, science, more. It just keeps going. Okay, let's go see the infinite hole.
Stanley,
Wow.
Here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Okay. Sweet.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since
Might
you've
have gone
gotten
to
to
bed,
see the
promise.
infinite
He's gotta
hole,
work in the morning,
you can press the
so I
teleport
think he was
button
heading to
to
bed.
pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward. Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
I mean, if it's an infinite hole, then it doesn't really matter when I do it, right?
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling.
Falling is pretty fascinating, and I'm not gonna lie.
I figured the hole was as deep as anyone
Yeah,
would
we're about
actually
halfway
need.
through our
Don't you
stream,
put this
guys.
on me.
Hell yeah.
Maybe you're the problem.
I mean, I'm definitely the problem.
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't
I
know.
haven't said
Why
shit.
don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly
We can't jump back up.
infinite?
Mostly
If
infinite.
that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready. Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel. Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no,
Cheefer.
no. You have a weird soul.
You're right. Oh.
Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before.
I'm definitely a troublemaker,
admittedly,
though, for sure.
I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have so much more to show you and to talk about, and I've had enough of the hole for a lifetime.
Me too. Nope.
Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite.
It is.
I suspect that I'm starting to
I'll
hit
be right
the
back.
point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
Alright, let's return back to the surface.
Well, there it is. The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on. Is the, teleport button not working?
I mean...
You sure?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything
Alright, good.
else.
I mean, I get the hole and you do
Take
your
care,
thing.
Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
Mr. Narrator. Mr. Narrator? Is this the whole ending? Oh. The hole's getting deeper again. Sorry. It's really loud, isn't it? Perception. What the fuck does that mean? Change your reality? Oh. Oh. Oh, I like that one.
My head's stronger. You're no longer using up the space of mine.
Ooh, I like that. Change yourself. Oh.
You're no longer using up the space of mine. My head's stronger. Now you're no longer using up the space of mine. My head's stronger. Now you're no longer using up the space of mine. My head's stronger.
Stanley?
You're no
Stanley?
longer.
Stanley!
Ah.
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland.
That was weird.
We can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it.
Thanks.
You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole.
Wow.
And I'm looking forward to all of them.
Okay.
Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodle-pip.
Okay. Wait, are we shrinking? Are we sinking again? Is that we doing that thing? Or are we starting over again? Is that the whole ending? Oh. Oh.
Here we are. Go on. Try
Okay.
out some of the new features.
Exclusive. The button that says Jim. That's Jim. You heard Jim in the game. Alright, so we looked at the infinite hole. Oh, the reassurance bucket. Alright, let's look at the reassurance bucket. Hold on.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance
where's the bucket?
Bucket.
Here it
You
comes.
see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's
Is it
true.
a magic
As long as you
bucket?
hold onto the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and
I need to
perhaps
grab
even
my
comforting.
hoodie.
You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms.
I can
And
see
to be
that.
honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes,
Good.
the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Alright, hold on. Let me take this. Alright. Actually, let me grab that hoodie real quick. I appreciate you keeping it warm for me, though. Actually, I'm gonna grab something real quick. Alright, sorry, I had to grab a little bite just so I can keep going. Alright, let's grab our reassurance bucket.
Can you feel it?
Jesus
The glow of
Christ, narrator.
comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they?
Yes, attractive
All
bucket.
this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
You want me to put the bucket back, don't you? You can't have it. It's my bucket now. I can't put it down anyways. Well, oh. Alright, I guess we just get to carry the bucket around with us. That's cool.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Excuse me. They're back. 2 doors. This t-shirt is the new best feature, or is the best new feature. I saw the new content. Office decorations, reassurance bucket. Okay. I guess we're gonna go to collectibles this way? Oh, free and easy achievement. Is that, see, we did that way, but now we'll come look at that. We're gonna go look at the free, new, and easy achievement first. Get yours right now. Pull the lever, receive your new achievement. No more steps. It just works. Get yours right now. Okay, let's get an achievement.
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
I want my achievement. You know what? Screw you then. Fine. You keep your stinking achievement. Why is there a truck back here? Like, I'm confused by some of this stuff. Okay, so your achievement is just like future achievement because you can't. It's not even like unlocked. Psh, whatever.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
This one, the collectibles. Can you find them?
Ah. Collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Okay.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Alright, see, jump circle, this map, you are free. Alright, free achievement. The button that says the name of the player. Merch, settings world champion. Wait, where's that? We're here. That's over there. Office decorations, yeah. Epilogue. Yeah. Hold on. Merch. So it's across from the merchandise. Hold on. Settings World Champion. Where's the Settings World Championship? Or is that over here? Is that this? No, that's the office decorations. No. Okay, never mind. I thought there was something else over here, but whatever. Maybe not. Alright. Oh, where's the epilogue? Hold on. Where did I see that epilogue at? Wait, what's this? Oh, the jump circle. Oh, yeah.
What? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle.
Ah, damn.
Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
But you can't just put more jumps? Okay. No jumps for us, I guess. Alright, where was that epilogue? Oh, wait, what's up here? Oh, the settings world champion. Okay, yeah. I knew there was... Yeah. Wait. Wait. Damn it. That's new. Okay. Let's go see what it is. Wait. Oh.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Alright, well, I guess let's go out the exit then. This game is fun. I think we've seen all of these. Okay. Jump circle, which is not... Exit. Oh, wait. Exit. Okay. Well, let's go see. I've got my reassurance bucket.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to?
I think
Ready
so.
to move on now?
Yeah, I think so.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes,
Sure,
I know it's
sure.
not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment.
Okay.
I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2. Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything.
Oh, the achievement.
I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course.
Wouldn't that be the Ultra Deluxe
with
version?
With care for the
of the
vision
original?
and integrity of the original game.
So basically,
Would it
there's...
possibly work?
He's just saying how
Suppose it
they
could. But it would need
created
a
the
really,
Ultra Deluxe
really
version.
tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something up.
Oh, good.
All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Oh, God. Oh, okay. Actually, I like that. That's a good title screen. I'm assuming it's just gonna go into the game. Click.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him
we're
what
back at the
buttons
beginning
to
of the game.
push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is
34
what
milliseconds.
employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every
a little
moment that the
soul-rending.
orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
Yeah, this is all how the
Never in
game
all
started in
his
the first
years at the
place.
company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time.
Okay.
But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Let's get the balloons.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Happy 12th
What could
birthday,
it mean?
Stephanie's.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Hey, a bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket. Stanley pressed the bucket upon every little thing in the office. Nothing responded to the bucket's touch, but it did little to discourage Stanley's belief in the magic of the bucket.
Surname access. Oh. Okay.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
We never did go to the escape hallway. So let's do that.
Still no one was here.
Stanley
Stanley needed the
unbelievably
bucket's
amazing work
warmth
all
and
the time,
comfort
every day
now
with no
more than
expectation
ever.
of promotion or
Perhaps
recognition,
his
and
boss's
then don't get
office
fired.
was where he'd find answers.
Maybe. Ah, yes. The broom closet. Still the same? Still the same. Alright, just checking. Do you think if the game always picks the balloon that you didn't choose? You know, I was wondering that myself.
Coming to
Because
a
I still kind
staircase,
of wanted the other
Stanley and the
balloon
bucket
more.
walked upstairs to the boss's office.
I was curious about that too, though.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this
was the
revelation,
number.
Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket.
I appreciate
Even
my
now,
bucket.
in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark
Certificate
clouds of
of
confusion and
pompousness.
chaos.
Love
It
it.
would be with him always. The bucket would. And he knew it.
I love my
The
bucket.
two of them were inseparable.
It's my favorite
At this
bucket.
point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
I keep having that backwards. Alright.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
Right?
Was it that the bucket knew all along?
Thank you.
Was the bucket guiding him? Yes. This
Oh.
is certainly the most logical explanation.
Yeah. Makes sense. Oh.
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the
get the code right,
intrinsic
too, yeah.
pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
You got it. Okay. Alright, so let's go try the escape hallway. I think after I finish that one, I might switch to a different game. Although I'm not sure which one. I don't know if I want to go play some more Apex.
The
or
elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an
play some
unknown
Final
fate.
Fantasy. I don't know.
It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right.
The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine. Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
Okay. Well, let's go find out, I guess.
The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Yeah.
At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
Oh. Oh. Ooh. Okay. Oh, the painful death. Right, right.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket, but what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end as it was crushed.
Wait, is that the bucket's narrator?
Death.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was a glorious bucket
It's
to
a beautiful
behold.
bucket, really. The bucket. Welcomes you to the Grand Exhibit. You're standing at the precipice of knowledge. Much like a bucket itself, the human mind is frequently empty within a cavernous void. But through use of the exhibit in front of you, the mind becomes full and enriched and substantiated. Knowledge of the bucket and its history is the only true knowledge we really have. I like the bucket having an area, right? Will you take what you learn here out with you into the world? Will you accept with an open mind what may be challenging about the information in this exhibit? Will you change the lives of yourselves and your loved ones as a result of this exhibit? Or will you turn a blind eye and continue to live as you were in ignorance and darkness? All very important questions.
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own?
Ooh, a bucket
Can you
with two
see the
handles.
hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the
Never been created,
bucket
realized
is
having
far
been
more
too dangerous
noble
and
than
recklessly
Stanley will ever
experimental.
be in his short life?
Interesting. 25 buckets. That is way more than 25 buckets. A photograph of 25 buckets, the greatest number of buckets ever captured on camera. The photographer experienced catatonic shock for several weeks as a result of the euphoria from exposure to this many buckets at once. That is more than 25, sir. Inferno bucket. A replica of the Inferno bucket, which in the medieval era was so powerfully alluring that it drove dozens of nations to war with one another for control of it. Billions died, and yet, in spite of it all, the simple fact remains: no one can control a bucket. The stress bucket, an analogy. Worrying, negative forecasting, negative thinking, lack of reassurance. Stress equals the level of water in the bucket. Coping strategies is holes. Vulnerability is the size and strength of the bucket. Rest and relaxation, doing something you enjoy, and rest and relaxation. Okay, what about the other side? Prehistoric buckets. Interesting.
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
I mean, oh, okay. This piece symbolizes the necessary relationship between bucket and humanity. However clear our grasp of the bucket, maybe there is yet more that is always out of reach. This distance, inevitably, is for our own good. Ready? Let's go! Ooh, no jump. Oh, wait a minute. What the fuck? Okay.
But there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong.
Okay.
Let
shit.
Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, a new vision.
Oh. Is that the bucket ending? Alright, I can't think of anything else right now that we haven't done, so I think this is a good... Yo, Aluminum Lion, thank you so much for the follow. How are you doing tonight? And how did you find us? Kick the bucket ending. Yeah, actually, that's pretty accurate. I don't know. Alright. Begin the game again. The sequel is now paused. Alright, let's quit to the menu.